Hey, we're going to read 1 Corinthians 13, 1 through 6 together. Listen to Grayson as he reads this passage for us.
And yet I will show you the most excellent way. If I speak in the tongues of men or of angels, but do not have love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and give over my body to hardship that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres.
So how does that speak to you, Grayson?
I really like the part where it says that if you have all these special talents, you could be amazing at speaking to others or just have tons of knowledge, all the knowledge in the world. But if you don't have love, you really don't have anything, since that's what the very foundation of our faith is based off of, is love.
Yeah.
Because we were created by love and we were saved by love.
Yeah. I think it's so valuable for us to understand as Christians that it's so easy to judge people. It's so easy to, in a sense, condemn people of what they do and try to convict them so they can have heart change. But our job is just to be gracious and loving and caring towards people. And you're an example of that at school. Can you share with them of ways that you love on your peers and give some examples of how you've reached people for the sake of the kingdom at your school?
Of course, I'm not perfect. I don't do everything exactly right.
We all
if
can
I
grow,
did, I
right?
wouldn't be here.
We all can grow.
Yes, exactly. But just befriending that person is the really way to their heart, and acknowledging what they like, what they dislike, and just moving around that and just trying to befriend them is really what you want to do, and showing them the love that Christ gave to them. You don't have to preach the gospel to them all the time or ever. You can just invite them to youth group or whatever it may be,
Sunday
so that you
morning
can
even.
exactly.
And it's not just Grayson that is faithful to the mission that we have at CSM of invite, inspire, invest, but we have other girls and even other boys that are buying into the mission and inviting people into their lives. They're inspiring them with their actions. Once they've got to know them, they're inspiring them. And in that time, they're somewhat investing in them. And once they feel like they're their friend, they have the opportunity to invite them to CSM, where if they're too afraid to share the gospel personally, they get to hear the gospel at youth or at church on Sunday morning. So through their interactions, they ultimately build up the courage to have the conversation of come with us to youth. And God is doing great things through Grayson, through other students at CSM. And we just pray that God continues to do the work that he's already doing. And we're thankful, and we are thankful for what he's going to do. So you want to share anything else with us?
Just on the fact of what people do and trying to condemn others or judge others on what they do. I was listening to a preacher the other day, and he brought this to my attention. I thought it was the greatest example of all time. And he was saying that someone went up to him and asked him, so do I have to stop smoking since I'm a Christian? Once I become a Christian, do I have to stop smoking? Or do I have to stop smoking before I become a Christian? And the preacher's like, no. And he asked the guy, so do you wash yourself before you get in the shower? Or do you clean yourself off in the shower? And the man's like, well, of course I just get in the shower and wash off there. And he's like, well, that's the same thing with Christ. You don't fix yourself before you come to know Christ. You come to know Christ, then then God fixes you. He works through you and empowers you to do that.
Yeah. And it takes time. Like I shared this in the Beyond the Sermon that I did with Brian. Shout out to Brian, wherever you're at out there. If you're watching this, maybe not. But the thing was, like, when we are sometimes God has thorns in our flesh that will last a lifetime. Like Paul. Paul had that thorn in his flesh. We don't even know exactly what it is. Maybe it was a sin. Maybe it was just an ailment. Maybe it was a mental thing. Maybe it was a physical thing. Whatever it was. there's thorns in our flesh at times, and sometimes God puts those in our lives for a reason. So when we are weak, when I am weak, when you are weak, God is made strong through that weakness, and He uses us through the weakness. So God is using us through our struggles, and that's just a beautiful thing. So
It is. It's a powerful thing.
hey, brother, we love you. We're thankful for you. God is using you, and we're proud
God.
of you. And God has big plans in store for you. We already see it being done right now. And we want to encourage you all that Calvary Student Ministry is from 6 to 8 on Sunday nights. Doors open at 5:30. There's prayer at 5 if you want to pray for what God is going to do in your life and through the night that we get together that night. Well, we'll see you soon. We love you. We'll talk to you later.